What's going on, everyone? How are we doing tonight? How are we doing tonight? Or morning? Let's see what we got here. Alright, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Alright, they're starting soon, so. Alright. Sony time. That's what we got so far. Alright, let's see what this guy got. Flick directs. Cool. No, that's crazy. No, we gotta wait till June of 2027 if this is true? No. That's tough. Alright, what are we doing? Hopefully chat shows up. So other than that, how's everyone's chat? How's everyone's day? Let's see what's going on in here. Alright, cool. Let me see. Everybody show up? Nope. Alright. Well, we got our first news. It's probably confirmed. This is correct. Right here. I'll just share this with Joe. Uh, 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 no, we're good. See if there's anybody in here. Hopefully, people join. Still early. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Comment. So far, this is the biggest news of the day. What is it called? There we go. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse will reportedly release in June 2027. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, what else is there? It has begun. So now we wait. Alright, let's see what's going on. Ugh. So it's begun, so we're gonna have to wait here for a minute. I'm going to do it this way. Alright, give me a second. Alright, let's see what they got. Let's see if anybody's messaged anybody yet. So. Am I buffering? Alright, let's see what they got. I'm delayed, so it'll be cool. I'll be cool. Let's see what they got. Alright, let's see what they got. Mitch knows Hauser's taking the stage to Defying Gravity from Wicked's. Now that's an entrance. Let's see what they got. Let's see what else got. Hold on. Oh, you're good, Liam. Alright. There we go. I have to bounce back and forth between that and that, so. I wonder what they're talking about first. Alright. There's the movie slate of 2025. It's a pretty wild one. Alright, cool. Cool, Spence. Let's see what they got. You have a tribute. Let's see if there's any images. Let's see. 6 people. Okay, cool. Yeah, right now we're just chilling. We're just seeing what they're um doing. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. We are 24 away from hitting 100. So sub. Jose. Right. Ooh, the Coliseum is on HDR. Hold on, did you join? Yes, he did. Let me get you in here. There he is.
Hello, how's it going?
How's it going, man?
It's going.
Is there an echo? Are we good?
Uh, it's a great question. Let me look. I don't hear anything on my end. And usually
Okay.
all my stuff is good, so.
Okay, there's no echo. Good.
Yep. You're
Do you
all
got
good.
do you got your screen up for your own self too?
I haven't started looking at anything yet, so let's see what there is.
They haven't really showed anything yet. Like, I mean, they showed a season reel. They haven't of last year's movies, and then they did a tribute, I guess, to John Larnder or something like that.
Let's see here. See what is said so far.
I'm looking at. Okay.
It's photo.
Executive Vice President of Cinema at Barco. Um, Gerwin Damberg takes to the stage. That's what just CinemaCon just tweeted out.
Let's see here. I'm trying to look at some things that may be up here. Sony. I mean, they have some notable things, but it's not like they'd be dropping anything big since that's
Right.
tonight. However, they do have some notable stuff coming out this year, such as 28 Years Later and Karate Kid Legends.
Trailer's supposed to drop tomorrow, I believe. New trailer. So
For what you think?
Karate Kid, that's confirmed. See, hold on, let me see. It's confirmed, I believe.
Let's see here.
I didn't like it. Hold on, let me see. It was confirmed that tomorrow it's supposed to drop. Let me scroll
That's
down.
interesting.
Scroll down, scroll
See
down.
here.
See it right here. This is just the poster, but it drops tomorrow.
Let me see it again. Sorry, I wasn't looking.
This is just the poster of someone responding to it, but this drops tomorrow in the new trailer.
Oh, okay.
That's the new
Right,
poster.
we already got one trailer for it, which looked good.
Right.
I need to watch the last couple seasons of, um,
Cobra Kai.
yeah.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Overall, though, how's your night, man? How's your
It's
day go
been
far?
good. It has been good.
That's good.
Got
Anything
stuff.
new?
I got stuff I needed to take care of out of the way.
That's good.
Oh, I remember. I was recording a Batman Hush 2 review on
Ooh,
a friend's channel. For anybody that doesn't know, Batman Hush 2, uh, as the name implies, a sequel to one of the biggest ever Batman stories, just started last week, or came out last week. And so uh, I went onto a friend's channel and talked about that for a little bit.
sweet.
And so the recording to that for everybody should be up on YouTube next week. And so
Let me get this candy. Hold on.
I am.
You're gonna hear some candy stuff. So be prepared,
Let's see
like
here.
rappers and stuff.
Let's see here. I was actually just prepping for I have a special episode on my YouTube next week.
Ooh,
Um,
fancy.
where I'm on my I do a weekly show called The Comic Den over on my channel Dingus Den,
I believe you
and
have watched that before.
and I'm doing something a bit different next episode where I'm covering a special indie comic that's on Kickstarter, and I'm going to be joined by the writer as well as maybe the artist from that as well. So the writer is somebody I've been trying to actually go onto my YouTube actually since before he even did this comic, and we're finally making it happen.
Nice, nice, man.
So very excited for that.
Anything out there yet?
I'm about to look here. I was just taking care of something else here really quickly. I thought about it and didn't
You're good.
escape my mind. And so, but I mean, there as far as Sony's stuff specifically goes this year, I've actually never seen 28 Days Later,
Me
and
either.
I'm very happy that they finally figured out a distribution deal to put that movie back out again, because it was one of those movies that kind of got lost in the flows of never being able to be released. Although I think part of it's probably just Sony being lazy, since they owned the rights to the movie the entire time, from my understanding. I don't know, but
That's a perfect example here. Look,
what is it? What we can expect. Beyond the Spider-Verse release date, Spider-Man 4 reveals Karate Kid trailer. Stephen Curry's GOAT film updates. What is that? Do you know what that is? Oh wait,
yeah, I
Stephen
know.
Curry though. That's
Yeah,
a.
I know what it is. It's the new animated film.
Uh, I don't think I know about that. And 28 years later info. Yeah, I'm looking forward to 28 years later.
I like that because that's pretty much what they're summing up for them.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair assessment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see if I'll actually end up learning anything about Spider-Man 4, because I certainly hope so, because they're going to be filming that
Right.
soon. And supposedly the plans for that have been known for a bit. They just haven't.
Released it to the public.
Yeah. Well, like even all of the leakers seem to have known about it. Oh, open up that film slate there they have right there, or that was just back at what you're looking at.
This one?
No, what you were just looking at. There's that picture of a bunch of movies coming out.
I got you. Hold on. I could send it to you on Discord. Hold on.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
It's on Discord.
Cool.
Let's see what CinemaCon tweeted out.
I was gonna say, you don't get much official stuff from them, I feel like, but I don't know. Trying to take care of this here.
I haven't said anything in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing when you're not there.
They must be showing stuff then.
Possibly.
Oh, got a new tweet.
Alright, let's see here. Film slate for next year. Cool. Alright, so let's look at here.
Oh no, I'll just do CinemaCon 2025. Let's see what the latest is. Here you go. That's what they were doing, a tribute to him.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I remember the name and what he is tied, some of the stuff he is tied to, so that's cool.
The first of this year's behind the screens. The Faces of Expeditions. Feature Doreen I can't say that name. Takes the stage to talk about her father's passion for cinema and how the passion led to her reopen her own theater. This is starting off slow, man.
That's what I expect from Sony. Let's see here. Looks like they may not really be having...
They're not gonna reveal anything at the moment. Oh, where did I see this tweet at? Hold on. Here you go, DC Direct.
Means there's going to be a bit from NATO and CinemaCon open the show, so hang in there and be patient. So yeah, there's not much. So Sony, to my understanding, hasn't even really started yet because they're just doing their opening stuff right now.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna be here a minute. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, probably until that happens. Let's see here. Let's see who does some good.
Did you see Wicked?
Oh. Yes, I did.
What do you think of that?
It was good. I mean, not completely my cup of tea, but you know, it's
Right.
I can appreciate it for being
Oh, yeah.
you know, good.
Oh!
A full cup of tea. Yeah, I was just like, what look at that.
We got some news.
First behind the scenes look at Anaconda now being showcased.
Jack Black and Paul Rudd are introducing it to Sony at Sony's panel.
All right.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I would assume that eventually, maybe next week, they'll release the trailer.
Well, it's saying behind the scenes look, so it might be a little longer. Oh, wait, when is that movie slated?
Actually, it might be slated next year. I take it back. Did you see the new poster for Wicked Part 2?
Yeah.
You saw it, alright. Them like on two different mountains. Right?
Actually, it looks like it's expected December.
December? Why would they drop it in December? They should drop it in October.
A Christmas movie.
Really? Interesting.
I forgot about how they announced this movie too.
You have to like that, right? Honestly, we're due for an Anaconda movie. Even though the Anaconda, the first one's like the bomb. The CGI isn't the best anymore. Let's say that it's pretty bad.
How movies age.
Yeah, but like Anaconda is such an underrated movie. Underrated movie.
I haven't seen it in many years, so I can't properly judge. I'll have to watch again.
It's very underrated. Let me see. Are there any M&Ms in here? No, no. Yes. Skittles. I'll take some Skittles. Okay. I got a full bag of candy.
There you go.
What you munching on? Anything?
Oh, just Kit Kat I grabbed.
There you go. Cause we're gonna be here a hot minute.
Let's see here.
DC Studios.
Yeah.
There
Tomorrow,
we go.
yeah. Yeah, that's
I'm excited
tomorrow.
for. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Slab. I mean, you probably know where Slab's Free Talk, but he's like, I'm gonna be on him guesting on his tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah. He's gonna do a show, and then we're gonna cover it.
There you go.
Any expectations for, like, I mean, what else can they show here for Sony? I mean, despite the stuff we already know.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't expect anything else from them other than those things that we said. Like
Right. I doubt we get things on Spider-Man 4, but I think
I
Spider-Verse we might get stuff.
I really hope we get to find out something about Spider-Man 4.
It might be too early for it.
Well, they're gearing up to film soon, so like some official details before things get leaked.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
that's true.
So we'll see what happens. That's how it is at the end of the day. 'Tis Sony. Sony's chairman is now currently speaking on stage. Let's see here. What else?
Are they? I did not get that tweet.
Yep. So, looks like they're introducing stuff, so we'll see what happens. We will see what comes from it. But yeah, we got a big look at a bunch of different posters for 2025 and 2026 movies. I guess while we wait, you want to go through some of those film slates, see what we're excited for?
I don't have it on. Hold on. I don't think I have it on my computer. I have to look for it. Hold on. There it is. Okay, I got it. All
There
right.
you
So
go.
it looks like
Very first one is the Conjuring movie, which I've never cared for that franchise.
same.
Second is the Minecraft movie, which is surprisingly getting positive reactions of just people saying it's
Right.
a fun movie, which I'm very surprised by. What about you?
I'm not surprised it's Minecraft. Most most fans that grew up with Minecraft are gonna go see it, regardless, because they grew up with it and they played the game. It's
A lot are, yeah.
regardless if you don't have kids or not, but
Yeah.
it's gonna bank hard.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think it'll do decent, because I
Right.
think there's still a lot of people that is like, it doesn't look that good, which is fair from how you see their trailers, but we'll see. Um,
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts I'm looking forward to actually. It's the more I'm seeing from it, the more I'm looking forward to it, especially seeing more of Century. I'm looking forward to Century in that.
Um, I'm not too sure. I'm too fond on it, but it might get me to bite.
It might be one of those that catches you, that surprises you. What's
Right.
apparently really interesting is that it's one of the highest rated MCU movies in a long time.
Really? Is
So
that what the fans are saying?
from the audience test audience scores supposedly.
Okay.
So I mean, we'll see what actually comes from that, once it comes out. So,
Right.
but I just found that interesting.
That is interesting. Now here's the one that I'm excited for.
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, of their live action remakes, it could actually be a good one.
It could break the curse.
Could break a curse. Yeah, we don't really need. I mean, I don't think any live action is still needed, but
Right.
this one doesn't look like garbage like Snow White is, or at least
Right.
from what I think it is. I haven't seen it yet, but
Shout out to Rachel Zegler's new job at McDonald's.
what? Did even hire her there?
Right.
Oh, that's
um,
terrible.
the next one. Can you give us the next one?
Yeah, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I'm looking forward to that one.
Same. While we're announcing this, keep me updated on that.
Okay.
Like if there's any new tweets.
Yeah, I'll see if there's anything.
Here's a good one.
Um,
Karate
what
Kid Legends.
what's happening now is they're now showcasing 28 years later as we speak.
Okay. Okay. So that must mean we might get a trailer, a final trailer or something,
I
or a
don't
new
know.
official trailer.
We'll see what happens. We'll see, because a lot of this stuff I don't think happens till after.
I meant like later this week we might get one.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't. We'll see what happens.
All right. Karate Kid Legends. Supposedly, this film is 3 years later after 3 or 2 years later after the events of Cobra Kai, which is interesting.
Yeah, I need to finish watching that as I said earlier, but the trailer I saw for it looks pretty good, so
Yes,
I'm
it
I'm
looks
here for it.
badass. I'm excited for it.
I'm
What's
here for
this
it.
one right here?
Ballerina?
Ballerina. Is that a spin-off or
Yes, it is a
oh,
spin-off
that's of
of. Yes, it is a spin-off of
John Wick, right?
John Wick. Yes, John Wick does feature in the movie, and
Yes.
so I'm looking forward to that one.
Now, what is this one in the bottom left? Oh, that's the F1, right?
Yeah, F1 is the next one there. Could be interesting. I'm kind of interested in that, so we'll see what happens of it.
Megan 2.0.
I have never watched the first one, but
Me
the
either.
what I've heard about the second one has me kind of curious about it. So we'll see what happens.
And here's Jurassic World, where we don't need another one, even though it looks interesting.
I'm actually really looking forward to this one. It's one of the movies I'm among my probably most looking forward to list. I think the big thing that people actually don't necessarily realize about this movie is that one of the screenwriters or the main screenwriter attached to this movie is actually he hasn't written for the franchise since the original Jurassic Park. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this movie is going to turn out, what story this person had the idea and wanted to bring to life here, and it's a good cast too. So I'm looking forward to it. And good director. Like there's a lot of good things you're going for it, and the trailer has me really excited as well. As I think it looks like another solid addition to the franchise. So we'll see.
And then here's the big behemoth right here. Big
Yeah,
Goliath. Superman.
yeah, that's definitely what I'm most looking forward to.
And then,
Oh, Sony does have a movie coming out this month. I forgot about that.
what is it?
They have actually technically next month is we're technically one day away from April. It's close enough to call it April. Um, it's the Until Dawn movie.
Oh, yeah! That's gonna bomb, but like, they put it in a wrong. That's gonna bomb, dude. I mean,
It's a very small budget movie
right, right,
that they haven't really shown much of.
right.
I don't even know anything about it. I mean, I think they put out a trailer,
Have you
but I
played the
certainly
game?
haven't. Not my. I played a little bit. I didn't get far into it. It's not my kind of game.
Right.
I only played it when a friend came over and was like, "Here, check this out for a little bit." So I did, and then
Right.
I was kind of done with it. So okay.
What's the next one?
The Smurfs movie.
I could say a lot of things about this.
I don't think it looks that bad.
No, it's not that. It's Rihanna's voices.
Okay, yeah, that certainly doesn't help it. That I'd agree. But other than that,
It
I
doesn't look
could
bad for a Smurfs movie. It's just Rihanna's voice for me. As what's her name? Blondette or
Smurfette.
Smurfette? Yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't even sound like a Smurfette. Not to be rude or anything.
Looks like the first trailer for Megan 2 is going to be dropping at CinemaCon.
Ooh. Here's
They're calling the one Twitter account is calling 28 years later the trailer that they just saw saying impeccable trailer.
so they're saying scary, 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 basically,
We'll see.
or just annoying.
We'll see.
Because it's Sony, you never know.
Who knows what happens? Maybe they'll actually put out a good movie this time with that.
Right. All right. So the next one is the big one as well, July.
Fantastic Four. No, I mean Fantastic Four is big. You have three huge movies. You have Jurassic World, Superman, and then last but not least, Fantastic Four. So we'll see what happens.
I'm hoping I'm in that 2 week window. I'm hoping at least Superman makes a lot before Fantastic Four comes out. You know what I mean?
We'll see. Well, people are saying that this competition is good for him. So we'll see what happens.
Right. All right. And
I'm looking
then
forward to it.
here's a good one: Freakier Friday, a sequel
I'm,
that may not be necessary, but still fun for nostalgia.
and we'll see. I've never watched the original, so I'm not. Can't say.
Oh, here's a remake we don't need. How to
Yeah,
Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your
yeah,
Dragon.
I agree. I haven't really seen anything of why I'm like, why should I watch this? I might still check it out, but still, I
What's
feel
this
like it's
one?
very unneeded. I actually don't know what that is. It says it's called Michael.
Oh yeah, it's a it's like you know how the Queen got their Bohemian Rhapsody film.
Yeah.
It's a documentary on Michael Jackson,
You know
biopic,
what? Now that you say that, I remember hearing about that.
and the nephew is supposed to be Michael, I believe.
Oh, here's some new 28 years later
Footage
news.
or just
Just
pictures.
news. It says Killian Murphy is confirmed to return in the 28 Years Later trilogy, and saying that you may have to wait a bit to see him, though.
Really?
Revealed more intense infected action, plus a church sequence similar to the first film. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to be sure to check that out soon. Isn't it only available again? 28 days later. I'm gonna see where I can
20
find this.
weeks later, 28 weeks later.
That's the sequel. And it's funny because this third movie in the
It's 28 years
series,
later.
28 years later, but they're making a whole trilogy out of it now.
What's this one right here?
The Black Phone 2.
Yeah, I didn't see the first one.
Me neither. That's actually a movie I wanted to watch. I just never got around to it.
There's Wicked right there. Wicked for good.
Yep.
Zootopia 2. There's a big one right here.
Hold on. Zootopia 2 I'm actually really excited for. Actually, more than Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So, but because I grew up with watching Zootopia 1 a lot, so I'm hoping that they can make a good sequel, and so we'll see.
How much you want to bet this film's gonna be 4 hours instead of 3 hours?
Avatar 2? It could be. I mean,
Avatar
won't put
3.
it past it. Wouldn't put it past it. The second one was a little longer than it needed to be.
Right.
So, not to say it's a bad movie. It's not a bad
No,
movie
it's
by
not a
any
bad movie.
means.
It's a great
It
movie.
just it was just longer than it needed to be.
Right. There were some things they could have cut out.
Yeah, or condense some things here and there. Yeah, yeah. It was one of those movies. Like it was a better movie, I think, than the first, but at the same time, both are a little longer than they should be.
Right. All right. Have you any news yet?
I'll let you know if I see anything else.
Let me see. Because we're done with the movies. Covering of the movies. Now we gotta go see if there's anything. Has anyone popped in
Phil
my
Lord
feed?
is now on stage. It is now confirmed that Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse will release in 2027.
Oh my lord, that's terrible. Sony, what are you doing?
But they need their time to make it. I think the big problem is they probably put themselves back by a year or so with what do you want to say, how they were treating a bunch of those artists in work conditions with the first movie, because I know a lot of people working on, not the first movie, the second movie, working on Across the Spider-Verse,
Right.
but also with their intent of dropping them back to back didn't work either, because they didn't even start on the second one really.
Right.
It is described as bigger and bolder than the previous two movies, different styles and technical innovations than the first two movies. So that's where they too.
Right.
There's each one tries to one step up another on skill. So we'll see what happens.
I doubt it'll be that, like. I mean, Across the Spider Verse was just.
Cross the
it blew
Spider-Verse was huge, so we'll see what happens.
it blew the water out of Into the Spider Verse.
Yeah, I mean, it has the potential to be possibly become the best comic book trilogy. So we'll see what happens. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Indeed, we will see.
That's
Got
if we get to 2027.
try to have a little more of a positive outlook than that.
All right. What else is there? Anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Let's see. CinemaCon.
Nothing left. We'll see if anything else is said about the movie, although that could be it. Let's see here. Oh, it has a specific release date of June 4th, 2027.
Okay.
And they're getting a tiny glimpse at the movie now as well, it sounds like. It's just a tiny glimpse with a date, it seems like. Nothing much, which makes sense since it's over 2 years off. You know what? Let them cook for something good. Okay. Let's see. Anything else yet? Yep, just got the date.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, first footage of Beyond the Universe reveals. Oh, the footage specifically reveals Miles and Gwen reuniting, plus Miles fighting the Prowler before going on an adventure with him. The
Huh.
animation style had some innovative new techniques too.
Let me see. Where's that one? Where'd you film that one at?
Last thing from discussing film.
Discussing. Okay, got you. Got you. Got you. Or retweet it. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. I got it.
There you go.
We're gonna be here for a hot minute, I think.
We'll see how much.
Maybe.
Nothing much else really
Right.
happens.
They might do something Spider-Man for you. Never know.
I would like to hear something about it. Okay. See if anything else drops here shortly. Yeah, getting the first look there. We already knew that. First. Oh, supposedly there's some first look pictures that are released. I assume
Let
there's
me see.
a.
For what's it called?
For Spider Verse.
Oh, really? Oh, I see them.
Yeah, there they are right there.
Wow, that looks sick.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah, that one's awesome. Here we go.
Wow. That was the
I
first press.
Yeah, that first one looks amazing. Like that's wallpaper worthy right there. Cool to see we got that. Do, 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 do. Massive finale for the trilogy, which makes sense. Do, 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 do. All right. We'll just wait a little moment to see if anything else. What's next? Cool that we're got a date for that movie though. Is we never officially heard anything just after Across the Spider Verse and the hype of that. Where
Right,
Sony, I mean, the problem is we all expected this movie to come out sooner because they literally put out a date that was never going to happen. And so it was at the end of the day just Sony's mismanagement. They should have upfront say, "Hey, this movie isn't going to come out when it at the date they originally said when uh writing from, how good Across the Spider-Verse is, and the
right.
hype of that too, which that was such a big movie that summer.
That cliffhanger, though.
I know. See, that doesn't help either because you're like, you go out of that theater, you look up when the next movie is, and it says that, oh, it's next year. Great. Now we're here waiting. Did that movie come out 2022 or 2023?
2023, I think.
I'm going to say that sounds right. But anyway, we're here waiting 2 years, and now to find out they are having to wait four whole years, which makes sense because 2018 to
I was in a group, and
2023,
now our group
that's
is
5 years. But you have to keep in mind COVID happened too, so give them extra year because of COVID. So that's the same amount of time.
I was in a group, like one of those group chat things,
Okay.
and now it's disbanded, and now I don't know if ever it will, because I saw it with the group chat. I saw that film with the group chat basically, and
Gotcha.
now I don't know if we're ever gonna go see it together. So just because it's taken forever,
See
you
what
know,
happens.
it stinks.
Looking forward to it though.
Resident Evil.
Will be anything like yeah. I've never been that big in a Resident Evil.
What is caught stealing? What the heck?
I'm not sure, but it's reveals Austin Butler looking after an insane mohawk wearing Matt Smith's apartment until a number of crime families come looking for Smith's character. Let's see if we can find a description of what this actually is.
That sounds interesting.
Says Resident Evil film will focus on one central protagonist going from point A to point B journey, slowly falling into hellish territory.
Great.
All right, we'll see. Let's look into what this caught stealing movie is.
Can't be as bad as the Netflix adaptation, right?
I haven't watched it.
It's so bad.
So caught stealing is due in August 29th, it looks like. Is when it's expected. Turned out ex-baseball player Hank Thompson unexpectedly finds himself embroiled in a dangerous struggle for survival amidst the criminal underbelly of 1990s New York City, forced to navigate a treacherous underworld he never imagined.
Hmm.
It has a pretty good cast. Vincent D'Onofrio, Austin Butler, Liev Schreiber, Zoe
That sounds
Kravitz,
interesting.
Matt Smith,
That sounds pretty sweet.
Bad
I'm gonna
Bunny's in it.
Bad Bunny. Oh, why do you have to say Bad Bunny's in it?
His name's like halfway down the list, though. But no, I wasn't aware of that movie, so that's interesting.
That sounds pretty cool though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, there we go. Caught stealing trailer starts with Austin Butler. Did you say this?
Yes, that's what I
Okay,
was just reading out a moment ago. Yeah. So there we go.
anything else?
Also, Butler leads an ensemble cast mixed up with some criminal apps. Matt Smith plays as a punk rocker.
Oh no.
I'm quite interested to see that, actually. Okay. Bring it on.
Right.
Oh, we got an Elio standee at CinemaCon. That's a movie that's coming out this year that wasn't pictured there. The new Pixar movie.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that one. I think it could be good.
I do too.
You know what's also great is that a Working Man movie made more than Snow White.
I did see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Bro, this is like.
Yeah, that's a thing with this sort of thing.
Let me see what else is going on. Anything else? Oh, there we go. There's a new look.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Yep, there you go. There's the other picture that wasn't attached originally. Oh. See, yeah, they're just showing off whatever's here. That's not what I wanted.
The goat time. The Steph Curry movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that this isn't doing as well. Let's see what else there is, if anything yet. Anything yet?
Yep, goat is being
Goat
showcased.
Ton. Yeah, that's probably a movie I won't watch just because I don't care.
Produced by Steph Curry.
Oh, before that, the first trailer for Big Bold Beautiful Journey was shown, starring Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell. I'm not familiar with that one. So we'll see. Anything else we got here yet? Nope, nope. Okay.
No. I haven't seen anything.
Alright.
If you think
We'll
about
see,
it,
you know? I don't know how long it's slated, so we'll see.
let me see how long this panel is.
Yeah, I don't know if they have specific times, and it's kind of hard to judge this one because,
Oh, it said so. It's done here at 8:45, basically, which is on their side of the. So basically,
that's a whole other hour.
yeah, we got 1 more hour of this, at least, unless they're just talking about. Unless they talk about the future of their. If you know what I mean.
We'll see, only time will tell. Goat has a very similar animation style as Spider-Verse.
Huh.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that is interesting.
Bum, 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 bum.
Do, 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 do. Well, here, while we're waiting for more Sony news, let's talk about the massive film news that came out today that I am very, very pleased that happened, as it's
What's
been
up?
a very long time coming, is it's official that we are finally getting the long-awaited Coyote versus Acme
Yes.
as uh, I'm sure everybody knows the story behind that, but I'm very happy that well, I was so happy to see that they were even actually finally negotiating a sale because it was really shady at first where it seemed like they put the movie up for remember when the initial backlash happened, it was reported that they were going to be screened with all the other studios and meet it. Supposedly rumor was they did screen it, but then also they were being very unreasonable with their asking price and not negotiating with anybody. But then I guess sometime after that or whatever, Catch Up Entertainment bought the new Looney Tunes movie, the Day the Earth Blew Up, which is an absolutely fantastic movie. Everybody needs to go watch it. Of the 7 movies I've gone out to go see this year so far, that is by far my favorite one. And anyway, Catch Up Entertainment is now officially. It was announced a couple weeks ago that they were working on a deal to buy the movie, and now it's official that the sale of Coyote vs. Acme is completed. We're officially getting Coyote vs. Acme next year, and already I don't. Well, here there was a picture I saw earlier of 2026 movies. Think you could find that one and go through those? Because I was gonna say
Uh,
Coyote vs. Acme at this moment might be my most anticipated movie, but I'm on like for next year. But I'd have to see what else there is to say. What there is on my, you
I
know.
don't think I see it.
I'll see if I can find it for you. But we did just get a poster for a Chainsaw Man movie. Is Chainsaw Man something you've ever watched?
Really?
Yeah, go check out a Hollywood Handle.
I got him.
There
Oh
you
my,
go. That's a sick poster. I've never watched the show. I've thought about watching it. So
that's
maybe I'll try
sick.
to give it a watch before the movie comes out because that looks pretty cool.
That looks sick. Let me see.
Okay, let me see here. CinemaCon 2026. Let's see what happens here. There we go. I'm going to send you the image on Discord of all the different movies coming out next year. So we could go through this really quick as well while we're waiting. Or take our time.
Oh,
And
that's a
keep in
big spoiler.
mind, now, Coyote vs. Acme is also part of this, which for me, I'm trying to
That's a
see if there's
lot.
any movies here that I'm more excited for. If there's any, there's
There's a
I only
lot.
see there's one movie that might compete with me being as excited for it as Coyote vs. Acme, maybe. But let's go through that list there. I just sent you.
I can't put it on my computer.
Is it better if I just send you a link to the post then? Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Great.
I think I follow you, so I think you can send it to me.
Oh, I just sent it to you on Discord. Do you need me to send it to you directly on there?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. What's
because my Discord isn't
your?
opening.
Oh. Um.
For some reason, it's not opening on computer.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, apparently I wasn't following you on there. Did not realize. But there's the post there in your DMs.
There we go. Thank you. And then there we go. Alright, there we go. So we start off with Doomsday, right?
Yeah, Avengers Doomsday. See what what was your opinion on that casting that happened?
You mean all the chairs?
Yeah.
L. They could have
Oh.
announced it better.
I sure, but I mean, you say that, but we got an absurd amount of views of people just watching seats and chairs for many hours.
Right.
So
You're right.
you
You're
see,
right.
you're calling it everyone. You call it an L, but at the same time, I think they got exactly what they wanted because sure, did it deserve to be 5.5 hours long? No, I think we can all agree on that. Everyone's like, we wish it was better. It felt like a big waste of time, but they got what they wanted of free press during that entire 5.5 hours of people trying to anticipate who's next, and every time an announcement happened about every 12, 15 minutes, the internet blew up. You know what I mean? So they
You're
got
right.
exactly
What they
what they
wanted.
wanted from just people watching the backs of chairs. And so, but I think there's a bunch of names there to be expected. Like their modern iteration of the Avengers. Obviously the newest. Falcon is Captain America now with the new Falcon there. Fury's there, but there's some cool additions there. Like, I think it's to be expected, but I'm really glad to see Shang-Chi back. Um, I know there's a couple surprises for me personally on that list. Like, I was not suspecting to see Namor back, or how they say Namor in the movie Namor, and so I'm happy to see him back because I wasn't fully expecting that. And then I think the big surprise is, sure, they set it up in the Marvels, but now it's fully confirmed that or teased in the Marvels, I should say, but it's now confirmed that we're actually getting the original X-Men back, where I love those first two X-Men movies. And so I'm so excited to see, like, Patrick Stewart's not a big surprise because his character has died like 3 times and he's come back 3 times. But
Right.
seeing Ian McKellen's name pop up right after that, and then a few more of the original cast, it's like, holy crap, we're getting this original X-Men cast back, which is awesome. I can't wait to see that. Especially Ian McKellen. I'm so happy to have Ian McKellen back. He's the big one that like made me. That was the name that freaked me out the most, or made me freak out the most. I was like, holy shit, Ian McKellen's back, because he's an old guy. He's getting up there in age, really high up there. So. And then the other big thing for me as well is seeing Channing Tatum's back, which is cool. So meaning maybe we'll get some other Deadpool and Wolverine characters, and then there's also a bunch of other missing names. I mean, such as Deadpool, Wolverine wasn't there. Spider-Man wasn't confirmed, even though I mean we're all pretty sure he's going to be in it.
Right.
There's a bunch of other names. Star Lord wasn't there, and remember at the end of Guardians 3, it did say the legendary Star Lord will return. So I would expect it to be in that. Well, Hulk's not there. She-Hulk's not there. No, the street level characters there. Street level I can make sense of though. Oh, seeing all the Thunderbolts confirmed, that was interesting though. Um, Spoiler alert: everybody lives except Taskmaster, who deserves to die. So.
Oh man, why you gonna spoil it?
All right. We haven't missed much on the news though, as I was
Right.
babbling on, because all that happened was that they showed off "I Know What You Did Last Summer,"
Not interested.
which was being called saying that it just looks generic, nothing special that this slasher brings to life. Which I'm not a big slasher person. Are you a fan of slashers?
Not really.
Yeah, me neither. It has to have something for me to care about it. My favorite slasher franchise is Scream, but that's because I love the meta ness of Scream, especially that first movie. If you've seen that first movie, it's such a great movie. Anyway, oh, here's big news.
What?
Godzilla Minus One director Takashi Yamakaze is moving forward with his first English language film, Grand Gear, at Sony, where J.J. Abrams is producing the film.
Ooh. Oh wait, J.J. Abrams. You.
But we're talking about the Godzilla Minus One director, so
That is true.
I'm not sure if Grand Gear is Grand Gear. Like, what is Grand Gear? Well, when I type in Grand Gear, I get nothing related to this. So originally it was just Bad Robot producing it, but now it looks like Sony's helped pick up on it. Um, as well as Sony. No, this doesn't look like new news at
Oh,
all.
we got some big news.
What do we got? Show it up there.
Apparently, we're getting a new Starship Troopers. A reimagining, not a reboot.
Hmm. Oh, we just got more news from the Sony panel. Jake Kasdan will return to direct Jumanji 3, which is set to release December 11th, 2026. Which, I'll tell you right now, that's a movie I won't care much for.
Me either.
I like the first of the new ones, and the second one just felt like a sequel to be a sequel.
Right.
Um, but yeah, no. But yeah, Doomsday. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that I'm gonna remain optimistic for it, even though I definitely have some reservations about how they're doing some things.
What's this one right here? Muppets or
It says Hoppers. I wish it was.
Hoppers?
I wish it was Muppets. Don't you get me started on that.
Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Their ride at Hollywood Studios.
Hoppers is a Pixar movie though. Do we know what that's about?
Not really.
Let me see if there's a general description out for it.
Oh, what is this right here?
That's Spider-Man 4.
Spider-Man 4, yeah.
We have seen the general thing of Hoppers. We actually have a single image for Hoppers.
Oh, that's right.
Hoppers is here's a synopsis that the site brings up saying, "What if you could talk to animals and understand what they're saying?" In Disney and Pixar's all-new feature film Hoppers, scientists have discovered how to hop humans' consciousness into lifelike robotic animals, allowing people to communicate with animals as animals. The adventure introduces Mabel, an animal lover who seizes an opportunity to use the technology, uncovering mysteries within the animal world that are beyond anything she could have imagined. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. I'm looking forward to that, actually. If they can get back to making some great original movies, like IPs, I'm down for it. And I think a lot of their stuff has been, like, even from recent years, it's very hit or miss, you know? Like, sure, there's some that's not as good, but some of the
Right.
originals have been pretty solid. Like, Soul, I thought was pretty good. I liked Luca. Like, those Disney Plus one. Well, actually, I did not like Turning Red at all, but those other two were good, so. Spider-Man 4, yeah, hard to be excited for it if you don't know what's happening with it. I mean, I'll watch it because it's Spider-Man, but we don't know, you know? So we'll see. Next up is Moana 3. I haven't even watched Moana 2 yet. I know it's on Disney Plus, though, so I'm going to have to check it out. Did you watch Moana 2 yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll get around to it. So we'll see. Oh, apparently they're now showing a new trailer for Karate Kid Legends.
Oh.
Okay.
I wonder if we're gonna get a trailer for Naked Gun.
I need to watch the original. I'll have to add that to my list. Be sure to watch it before it comes out. Let's see here. Next we got the Masters of the Universe movie, which is going to be awful. I'm calling it now.
Yes. Scream awful.
Scream 7. Uh, I'm very curious
Awful.
about. I'm really curious about what they're doing with it. It doesn't help that they're completely diverting from what was originally a trilogy plan between 5, 6, and 7. However, I'm very curious about what the casting additions of almost all of them being people that are dead in the franchise being brought back somehow. So I'm very curious about what's going to happen with it. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it, but I definitely have my concerns over it, so it's very valid.
Right.
Street Fighter, we don't know anything about it. It could be good. We'll see. Super Mario Bros. 2. That'll be fun. I'm down with that.
What's that?
What?
This one.
Are you talking about what's after Mario?
Yeah.
That is Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey,
Oh, that's right.
which that one I'm actually very excited for. Definitely high up on my list of movies I'm looking forward to next year. That'd probably make my top 5. Coyote vs. Acme, Odyssey's up there as well. Shrek 5, we'll see.
Eh.
I need to see more, you know. Because
I
a lot
was
of these
good
I'm
for
kind of too
this.
early to judge. The little teaser thing, I don't like how there's something with their animation they changed that doesn't look right with it. I don't know what. So I hope they can adjust it a little bit so it looks better. It didn't look that right to me. Something there wasn't right. Hunger Games, don't care. Just because I don't really watch any of those. I've
Grogu.
actually only watched half of the first movie and got bored of it because it was right after I read the book, which was good. And so, Jumanji 3, we were just talking about. Mandalorian and Grogu might be if it's not Coyote vs. Acme, that's my most anticipated movie. It's probably Mandalorian and Grogu. Because overall, I love the show Mandalorian. Especially the first 2 seasons, but season 3 could have been a bit better. But I'm excited to see them on the big screen, and hearing some stuff about this movie has me looking forward to it. So we'll see what happens with that one. Mega Minions? Oh my gosh. I didn't know they were getting their own movie. Did you know Mega Minions was a thing? Or is a thing? Or is going to be a thing? Mega Minions, the Minions
No, I
spinning
did
off
not.
from the
Hold on, give me a second.
latest, discussing film, or not discussing film, just got Despicable Me movie.
I need you to take over for a sec.
Okay. See what else we have going on here. Not seeing much else new. Says Ben Wing did his own stunts in Karate Kid Legends, so that's awesome. I believe that's the new Karate Kid. We already knew this, but they said it on stage. Oh, wait. Maybe this is new news. This could be big, actually. Because I don't remember this being said before. Miyamoto is producing the Legend of Zelda live-action film, which is due out March 26, 2027. Which, whoo boy. I really hope they can pull off that one. Hearing the news about that has me very intrigued about it. And for anybody that doesn't know, Legend of Zelda is my favorite video game franchise, or one of my favorites. Probably my favorite. Alright, what else have we got here? Seeing if we have anything else yet. Here's another look at that. Okay, no, that's nothing new. What else we got? Nothing else yet? We got anything else?
Okay, anything else?
Not yet.
But I'm sure there's still stuff.
Yep. I'm not seeing anything else as of yet.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. We got that date released a couple days ago?
Yeah.
Or like late last week, something like that. But no, something I was actually just talking about when we were gone is Miyamoto is officially producing the movie.
Oh, there we go. That's good news.
So I hope it's good.
That's better news than originally.
But I'm hoping it turns out to be really good, because Zelda is actually probably my favorite video game franchise. So I'm hoping they can do it justice. I'm very interested in that they're filming in New Zealand.
Who are they gonna cast though?
Oh no!
Tom Holland. No, I'm joking.
But with it being in New Zealand and filming there, You're obviously trying to make it very Lord of the Rings like, it's um, but it's Legend of Zelda, so we'll see what happens.
Right. Anything else?
Not yet.
Oh no. That's a line from the movie? Oh
Let's
no.
make a Karate Kid.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. Yeah, so sounds like we're just not getting much right now because they're showing a lot of Karate Kid, which makes sense since that's due in what, 2 months?
Yeah.
So
And the trailer drops tomorrow anyways.
all right. Cool, cool. March 26th.
We'll go for another 30 minutes.
Okay.
Because it stops at 8. I think the panel's done at 8:45 or 11:45. Right? Because of 3 hour difference.
Um.
West Coast. I'm on East Coast. 3 hour difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 8:45. It will be done at 11:45. Are you writing what's down? What are you writing? What's what's happening?
Am I writing it down?
Yeah,
No.
so we could discuss post, and if not, it's okay.
No. I've just been keeping tabs on the 2 main sources I've been looking at, and then
All right,
scrolling around elsewhere to make sure there hasn't been anything else.
you're good. You're good. Oh, we got some. We're getting it. We're getting it. The director of the next live action Spider-Man film.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man director is here.
Let's go. Okay, we got some
Alrighty,
Spider-Man.
there we go. The big highlights. Hopefully, you actually get something about it. Could be
I
the
told you
big
they weren't
news.
done yet. I told you they weren't done yet.
No, I don't think they were. Did not think they were.
All right.
I don't know what else Sony has up their sleeves, but this could be the big thing they end with, though. So we'll see what happens. What's going on here? Just looking at what else there is. We'll see.
Just do it.
Yeah, we'll see what he's here to talk about. Here's some, hopefully some juicy details about it. Yeah, there was a Starship Troopers thing shown off. I didn't see that earlier.
I told you.
I know you did, but I personally didn't see it on my feed, is what I was saying. So, see what happens about it, as he's now on stage to talk Spider-Man 4. Says the movie will be a ride that we haven't really seen before. Okay. Sure, but what's this ride about, you know?
Right, we've already basically he's Spider-Man Most Wanted already. Um, he went to Europe. He went to prom. What else you got? You
It's
know?
Spider-Man in Europe, Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly, that's what it is. No, we need a title at least.
I just gave it to you. Spider-Man in Europe, Electric... Oh, we do have it. Oh, shit.
What is it?
Coming out
Brand
July
new day.
31st. Brand new day.
Eh.
Oh, Tom Holland is on video. Now, I think there's going to be bigger significance to this title than you realize. At least that it could have. If we're basing this title purely from what
We
we know
saw
from the
last one.
comics, there is a big Spider-Man era called Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm trying to remember how many issues this went on for. I actually started reading a bit of this. I need to pick back up on it a bit sometime. But it started in 2008. And it went on for 101 issues. Actually, maybe that's technically 102 issues that it went on for.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is huge at the time. This was also when they would release Spider-Man near weekly back then. It was 102 issues, which is crazy. And then also having got their tie-in series, one-shots, annuals, blah, blah, blah. So, there were some notable writers during Brand New Day. This is where Dan Slott technically began writing all his Spider-Man stuff. Was he is one of the writers I would trade off writing a bunch of this stuff. If you don't know who Dan Slott is, he is one of the huge. He's absolutely one of the biggest Spider-Man writers. He actually holds the record for, I believe, longest Spider-Man run, because after Brand New Day, this whole initiative, he took over writing Spider-Man, and then also Dan Slott is who created the idea of the Spider-Verse. So it's because of Dan Slott is why Spider-Verse is a thing, because he created that whole idea. And so, but anyway, Brand New Day is actually where Mr. Negative came from. So we could have it could be a movie with Mr. Negative. He is one of the big villains from that.
Right.
There's also, is this the villain I'm thinking of? Called Freak, maybe? Could be in it. I'm trying to remember Freak is the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, July 31st. Next year, supposedly. So we'll see what happens there. So we got an official logo for it. No details, it seems like. Oh, God damn it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm confirming that nothing else was said about it.
We good? Oh, there it is. Sony Pictures. There we go.
But yeah, it's a, you see the official one right up there. Their official thing that they revealed there. Sam Mendes, The Beatles is now being showcased to wrap up tonight's panel.
Okay.
So you know what? That's a really good way to end too. Like me some Beatles. When is that slated to come out? It's a 4-part Beatles movie.
Oh.
That's interesting. Oh, it's each movie is from a band member's different perspective. Okay, that's
That's
interesting.
sweet.
That's very interesting.
That's dope.
Um,
I hope it's like every perspective, but it's like different eras. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting though. We'll see.
Like one era would be their
Um,
perspective, another would be a different era.
yeah, I wonder if they're gonna say exactly what um a date or anything about how it's gonna release because that's very interesting. Yeah, Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Cinema.
But yeah, it doesn't look like we got anything from else about Spider-Man. It seems like seemed like they were very tight-lipped about it. But Brand New Day. I will definitely be talking about that later on. But yeah, that's big for sure. It's set after. It's good. Oh, looks like it's after. So it's after Avengers Doomsday. So it'll likely take place. Maybe take place after. Wait.
I've heard of this. It takes place during.
You think it takes place during it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Kind of
We'll
like Ant
see.
Man. Kind of like Ant Man
Well, Ant-Man.
2.
Well, yeah, it took place
With
after,
Infinity
but we
War.
knew the snap. Like, it didn't tie in until the end, though. So, like, could it be a case like that where it does tie in at the end like that? I guess we'll see, you know? They have the updated logo, though. I kind of like their updated logo, actually, when you compare it to the old ones. Yeah, Spider-Man 4, Brand New Day. So, yeah, nothing else seemingly said about it. See if we find anything else about this Beatles movie before it ends, but it's on the last thing. Oh, here we go. All 4 Beatles biopics will release in April 2028 in theaters. So that we're talking about 3 years away. And it's going to be the first bingeable theater experience.
Oh my goodness! So an hour each.
Oh, I think it's saying to... no, I think it's meaning you could be there for the whole day watching 8 hours of movies there. Because each one's going to be its own movie.
Oh my goodness!
That's wild.
Absolute cinema.
But yeah, that seems like it though, because they said they were ending on that, and I don't know what else they could really say about this movie.
Right.
So, looks like that's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Now let me see. March 20. Okay, that comes out on March 26, 2027.
No.
Um, what's it called? Okay, there we go. That's interesting, dude.
Hell yeah.
All right, let me see. All right. Wow, what a stream!
Yeah.
Been here for almost 2 hours.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Well, um, tell us where we can find you.
Go find me over at the Dingus Den over on YouTube, where I do a bunch of comic book related stuff, specifically at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sundays, at least for the next few weeks, is the Comic Den. And so be sure to check that out, as it's my weekly comic related podcast that started, where I believe next episode's episode 8. And so, like I said, fairly fresh. And so, next episode special highlighting an indie comic and having the writer and possibly the artist on as well. So I'm very excited to have them on, talk about indie comics. This is going to be the first indie related episode on the show. So, but yeah, be sure to come check it out.
Go check him out, guys. Um, anything else you want to say?
I think I'm good.
What would you rate this panel for the first night?
I mean, there was anything unexpected, nothing too much, you know. It was kind of just meh, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
Sony never usually has anything cool that's like, oh, you know, that's a cool, or obviously the biggest news is Spider-Man being called Brand New Day, and there's different connections that can possibly have if you just take the meaning of the title literally. Well, obviously there's a literal meaning, but also if you literally compare it to what Brand New Day is in the comics, it could be an indicator of what they're going for, which I think in this case can make sense, considering what happened in No Way Home. So we'll see.
Um, there's nothing else, right? You don't think there's anything else?
I can double check here really quick, but no.
Because I don't want to like end it before. Because they said panel ends at 10.
Right, but this thing here I was reading, it said Beatles is the last part.
Okay.
But we did get a first look picture at the cast of the Beatles, and the cast of the Beatles includes Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Barry Keoghan and
Oh, I did see
as
that.
Ringo Starr, and Joseph Quinn as George Harrison.
Oh, here we go. Look at Hollywood Handles. Are you busy tomorrow? Around
Yes.
noon. Around noon.
Yep.
Dang it! All right, I'll probably be live for. I might do Lionsgate tomorrow. I don't know. But WB panel, I will be live with Slabs Free Talk. He does big DC guy. Has over 2K on YouTube, but I'm gonna be on his channel for the WB panel. So
There you
go check him out. I'll be on there tomorrow. Any last words? Any advice? Anything? Nothing else?
Take care of yourself, everybody, as you are the most important person in your life.
Hey, that's some very wise words, man.
There we go.
All right. From Spencer from how do you say that?
The Dingus Den, at Dingus Den. You can find my socials and YouTube there. As well as Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in a bit, but I'll probably end up streaming back on Twitch sooner than later.
From Spencer from Dingus Den, and from Derpy Entertainment. We'll see you next time, and stay as always. Stay derpy, my friends.
Later.